The last thing we want to do is, and who knows if we'll be here on the back end of that, right? But the last thing we want to do is on your 85th birthday go, well, we only planned to 85, so that's putting a little bit of onus on us to make sure that doesn't happen. But a study by Morningstar found that investors frequently underestimate the number of years they likely have left and may fail to plan accordingly. That's the key. And I think when we plan, generally speaking, unless there's a reason to go one way or the other from this, it's going to be to age 90. And you think about that, well, I'm not going to live to age 90. But if you do, your assets need to be there. And then even at age 90, there's still money left. It's not going to zero. The balance of the ledger doesn't go to zero. There's always a bucket of money to continue past that.
Going back to that Morningstar study and talking about age ranges and what individuals expect, individuals who estimated they had no chance of living to 75 actually had 50% chance of living to that point. Now, Troy, I know you're not a lottery purchaser. You don't go and get tickets and everything. But if you had 50% chance of winning, you'd probably buy some tickets, wouldn't you?
Several.
Yeah, several. And so, think about it. You've got a 50% chance of living that long, and you're not thinking that you do. Well, what's your money going to look like at that point? We have to longevity. Frankly, we're talking about this like it's a problem. Longevity is a good thing. Right. It means you get to stay alive longer. It's okay, but we do have to plan for it so that it doesn't create challenges for you financially.
Last week we talked about that concept of a just-in-case retirement, that people kind of segment or put a divider between their floor income, which for a lot of folks is just Social Security. We call it floor income, but it's your guaranteed sources of income, Social Security, pension. I'm just going to live on that, my fixed income, if you will. And then everything I've saved, however big that bucket is over on the sidelines, whether it's $100,000 or $1 million, it's there to crack in case of emergency. And I think this thought process of fearing about running out of money because you don't know how long you're going to live and how long your assets need to hold up drives that. I think that drives that mindset of a just-in-case retirement. Well, it's because there's no plan.
Yeah, we've got to get back to the thought process of, we've talked about this recently, about if people are pulling from a lump sum of money, it makes them nervous about whether or not that lump sum is still going to be there and survive. So how do you plan for a guaranteed income stream that is going to be here as long as you are? This is something that the American College of Financial Services talks about a great deal, that one of the ways you deal with longevity is basically creating a pension. If you don't have a pension, you've got Social Security income coming in, and then you may need some type of annuity income. They talk about Social Security basically as an annuity. It's an income stream that's going to last as long as you do. It'll be here every month. The same thing can be done with a portion of your investments, and you cannot outlive that. That's the important point about this, to be able to address longevity.